Hi, welcome. My name is Miss Snowman, and I'm teaching your child food science. I'm sorry I couldn't be here tonight at parent night, but I'm going to try to give you the basics. So, I'm starting here at the Canvas homepage. If you just click on food science from the homepage, you're going to come to here. And we'll get to this in a second, but I just want to introduce myself. I'm Hallie Snowman. I've been teaching here for about 29 years, most of them here. I teach physics and food science, and the best way to contact me is with this email address, hsnowman@icsd, etc. But I'm going to click right down here to the course expectations to kind of give you an overview of food science. So food science is an elective for upperclassmen. It's a very hands-on course. We're going to be cooking once or twice a week. And this is the basics. So it's got my email right up at the top. Talks about my general expectations. This is about grades. So it's 50% quizzes and projects. There are no tests. And 25% classwork and homework. And 25% the recipes that we will be doing in class. So far, we have done one recipe, which was how does salt influence your enjoyment of tonic water, because we are starting with the flavor unit. And tomorrow we will be doing our second recipe, which is balancing flavors in ketchup. When we move on from the flavor unit, we'll move on to eggs. Your students will be pros at cooking eggs all the different ways. Poached eggs, scrambled, whipped, all of that. Then we move on to an emulsions unit, which I see I need to fix a typo on here. Then we do a milk unit. We do a fermentation unit. And then we do a small little food additives kind of mini unit. Then we move on to baking. And given how much time we have left at the end of the semester, we might do molecular gastronomy. We might do something new. Let's see. Let's take you back up to the Canvas homepage. And if your child misses school, the best place to start is with the agenda slideshow. So there'll be one for each unit, but it'll always be linked right there on the front of the Canvas page. And this is today's agenda slide. So if you notice, it always starts with a do now. So today's do now was to find their seat and then make sure they turn something in. All right. Then you'll see there is an agenda, and notice that several of these things are underlined. These are links. So if you click on these links, it'll take you to that activity, all right, or maybe to the handout. If we scroll on to yesterday's thing, there was a little video that we watched in class that is linked here as well. Okay, so if your child misses class and they're well enough to do work at home, they can come right to this page and find these things linked here. And if they aren't well enough to do that when they come back, they can come back and see what they might have missed. Okay. And of course, they can access their assignments through the Canvas. I organize my Canvas page through modules. So if you come over to modules, you can see the flavor unit and all the things that we've published so far in the flavor unit. We're looking forward to doing testing on that earlier next week. All right. Let's see. I think that's the basics. Let's just look at this, okay? There's not a ton of homework in this class. Mostly the homework that kids need to do, it's because they, for instance, missed, it's just if they didn't quite finish it in class. If they work diligently in class, there should be very little homework for this class, except when they miss. All right, well, welcome, and I look forward to hearing from you if you'd like to contact me by email, and otherwise, I hope your kids have a great year and that you have a wonderful night. Thank you.